No. I said shalom, y'all. Good afternoon.
It's your first time in Israel?
Yeah.
So, you go back home, what are you going to tell people about the state of Israel?
When I go back home, I'll be honest about what I experienced here. This is a beautiful part of the world. It's amazing. The people are phenomenal, and it's frustrating. There is the land itself, in my opinion, seems to inform this tension that exists. And I get it now from a perspective that I never knew before. The land is harsh. It's not an easy place to live. And I at least my impression is that the harshness of the land itself contributes to the constant tension in this part of the world.
And with all that history, it's also the startup nation. You heard that too.
I have. I absolutely have. Which speaks to the real truth that out of antiquity can come innovation, right? Inspiration can come from anywhere, and I think any place that has the kind of history that Israel does stands a better chance of fomenting a revolution or an evolution in any field it chooses. Look, America's only 200 years old, and we are ancient as compared to Israel. You feel me? So I think the younger you are as a country, but the more rooted you are in your principles and ideals, you've got both things going for you. You can do a lot of good.
Two of the most important words in language in combination. What if? What if? I firmly believe that there was someone who, like me, right, watched those original episodes of Star Trek with Captain Kirk. Any Star Trek fans in the house? Not nearly enough for a TEF conference, if you ask me. But that child understood the nature of the connection between that which we imagine and that which we create. Yeah? Because that child saw those scenes. There's a lot of flies, either in Tel Aviv or just in this spot. I don't know which. That child watched those original episodes of Star Trek and kept seeing those scenes of Captain Kirk reaching to that Velcroed place on his hip. Yeah? Because there are no pockets in the future. I know. I've been there. When Kirk would pull out the communicator, he would flip it open and he would say, "Scotty, beam me up," right? Well, that child inevitably grew up, became perhaps a scientist, maybe an engineer, a designer of product, and is responsible for a piece of technology more prevalent on this planet than a toaster. By show of hands, how many of you have ever used or seen someone use a flip cell phone? That upon which we focus our attention and imagination is what we create in this realm. That is how it happens. That is the connection between the mundane and the miraculous. It is the intersection of our imagination. And when our imaginations are stimulated by the written word, the sky, y'all, is the limit. For 33 plus years, I have endeavored to use this very powerful medium of technology to encourage children in the United States to develop a personal relationship with the written word. And television was simply the technology that we used when we began in the summer of 1983, and it was a technology that gave us access to where children are. If you want to reach children today, you need to be in the digital arena. My philosophy is to meet them where they are and take them where you want them to go. So Reading Rainbow is continuing the tradition that we established back in 1983 of marrying the written word with the real world experience through the video field trip. And that is why I am in Israel this week, creating video field trips for children that give them a sense of being able to pick up a book and travel anywhere in the universe with their imaginations. The stories that we have been telling here and will be sharing with our audience in America have been really phenomenal and fun. And I'm not only eager to get home and go into the post-production process of sharing this information with our audience via the Reading Rainbow app and now our new web service, I want to say thank you to the people of Israel for their uncommonly amazing hospitality and their assistance and understanding of the importance of what it is we are trying to do. So, in terms of my contributions to this, your conference on shaping the future, allow me to just say that the future is of our own making. Whatever your focus or field of interest in, my encouragement to you is to make a commitment to do something more than just for your own self-interest. Make a commitment to change the world in any way that you can, because the world needs your commitment to making change. I have dedicated my life in the last almost 45 years of it to using technology to shape the future in a way that makes sense to me.